socialist, most dangerous woman in America, walking wrath of God, and Mother Jones. But if a mother hen protecting her baby chicks is dangerous, well, somebody had to stand up and take on the job. Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." But he also said, "Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty." You have to keep your guard up. You have to keep watching, or they'll come in and rob you blind. My boys in Verdon, they knew about liberty. They went on strike for the 8-hour workday. 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours of liberty. You know what liberty is, don't you? Freedom. Freedom from arbitrary control. They went on strike for the 8-hour workday, but the mine owners wouldn't have it. They loaded up the trains while the boys were on strike and took the train to Birmingham, Alabama to get scab laborers. Well, let me tell you something. Those boys in Birmingham, Alabama were looking for good jobs, the jobs they were promised. And who did they go after? They went after somebody that they could put back into slavery. They were laborers. They got on that train and came to Illinois. Benjamin Franklin said, "Don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see. And if you read the top half of this flyer, that's what they want you to believe. What you don't know is what's on the bottom half of this flyer." They had to buy their own ticket. They had to bring their own tools and work in the mine. And another thing they didn't know, there were guards on that train, armed guards. Our boys in Verdon were keeping shift work, one after another, waiting for that train to pull in to keep those scabs from getting off. They grabbed their clubs, they grabbed rocks, and a few of them even had a squirrel rifle or two. And they waited until they heard that train coming in. And when they did, they yelled, "Boys, boys, the train is a-comin', it's a-comin', gather round." And they circled around that train when it pulled into Verdon. And they approached that train. And those guards on that train had brand new Winchesters. 1894 Winchesters. They were the ones that were the repeating rifles. Had a 26-inch octagon barrel, and underneath of it, a tube magazine that held 9 bullets and 1 in the chamber. A repeating rifle. They didn't even have to reload. And when that train pulled to a stop, they started firing. Fired down at our boys who had no mercy on them. Fired. Didn't even have to reload. Our boys didn't have a chance. Shot 47 of them within 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, 47 had been shot. They called for doctors, and 7 of them died. 7 of our boys died out there next to the train tracks before that engineer could pull that train away. They wanted to bury those boys in the city cemetery, and they did. And you know what? The city fathers argued for an entire year and made them dig their bodies up and lay them on the road. Laid them out. Those that had families came and and got them and took them to other towns to bury them. But there was Joseph and Ellis and Ernst, who were immigrants, had no family, nowhere to go. So the Union miners purchased that land in Mount Olive to bury those boys. And it was my desire that when I passed, that I be buried into that same hallowed earth with those brave boys. I pray now that I have some strong laborers, strong people who are brave, who have courage to stand up with me and continue to fight for liberty. Pray for the dead, but fight like hell for the living. Thank you.